And now, from Glasgow.
Well guys, this is issue 138, 139, and do you know what? They've actually found a way to wind me up even more. So if you are like me, you're disappointed with the floor panels, but we found a way to get around it, and then you've got the roof panels. Wait till you see this, guys. So issue 138, trailer roof panels, there's the parts, one part, third roof panels, that's what we're expecting. Then we turn the page, and I can't get the page, and there we have the instructions on how to fit them. Not really required 2 pictures, but there we go, that's the instructions. And then, and this is the way it comes across to me, Harshett are so bored, they've actually published the next week's issues. Look, 139.01, that's next week. Why are you, I mean, obviously, well, that's the bit that really takes the mickey. So we've got the parts and the instructions for the following issue. Now, some of you might be saying, well, it's nice to know what's coming in the next issue. Yeah, they tell us that at the end. They always tell us coming in the next issue. Look, coming in issue 139, instructions for the... So we already know what we're getting, so they've actually given us this information twice. So we think, okay, fine. So if they're giving us the instructions in this issue, what are they giving us in next week? Well, it's the parts for issue 140. Why? And then the instructions on how to fit. So this magazine, at this present stage, is 100% useless unless you read the articles. Absolutely pointless. Cannot see the point. So but you know, let's crack on with the build. So you should have a trailer that has 2 roof panels on it. I'm just turning mine around because obviously we're working on this stage, and I'll just zoom the camera out. So there we go, this is one of the panels from last week. So to complete stage 138, we have this roof panel. Again, we have that funny defect in the edge, so we're looking for 2 notches or 1 notch. There we are, 3 notches there, 3 on that side. What we're going to do is we're going to push that in as tight as we can, bring that down, just pull the roof bar across a little bit, and again, in its defence, looking for nice things to say about it wherever possible. That is going in nice and tight because of those little notches on the side. It is going in nice. So we hope that we can fit this this last roof panel, 139. Again, funny little processes there, but 1, 2, 3 notches there, 1, 2, 3. And obviously if we fit the other panels properly, this should go in fine. And there we go, the panels don't actually quite fit, so we have a choice here. We can pull that down, and we've got about a 2mm gap there. To demonstrate that gap, I'm going to pull this down. Can you see that, guys? Let me zoom in on that. So yeah, I'm basically of the, can you see that massive gap there? So if I get my ruler out, yep, that's about 2mm. That is absolutely dreadful. I'll line it up with the 18cm mark. Look at that. That's a big gap. So they're actually out. Each of these panels needed to be 0.5 millimeter longer. So I've got to be honest with you guys. It's like Harshette have just given up at the end. You know, I'm a little bit of a believer that your part work is only as good as your last few issues. We know that the last issue is quite often just finishing, tidying things up. But we have got 8 awful issues here. But look, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to leave it there. Bit of a spoiler, guys. We need to tape these down for the next issue. But I think it's going to be better to remove them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks worth of work. I know it's literally 2 seconds, but we're going to remove all of that to do next week's issue. But another spoiler, we will actually need a screwdriver in the next issue. So we will actually be doing something. We already know that, because if we look at issue 139, we know what's coming in the next issue, which is these parts. But listen guys, I hope you can just stick with me for one more issue. I think it will be worth it overall. But look, take care guys, and I'll see you in the next issue.